Freshly cooked cakes and bread. What would be normal for most people is a risk for celiac sufferers like Mary Buckley.
Well, I found it very difficult going out because it felt, even 6 years ago, places didn't want to know that they had to keep food separate, and how would you say? I would be very sensitive. Expense-wise at the time, a lot of the stuff was covered under prescription, and that's now gone away, so you just buy your own food. But now there is more food available as well in all the supermarkets, and it is at least 2 to 3 times more expensive than what you'd normally pay for even a loaf of bread.
The top diagram shows a healthy intestine, the bottom one displaying damage villi caused by celiac disease. This can lead to rashes, bloating, anemia, brittle bones and osteoporosis.
Here, and we're working through it, and that's a job in motion. We'll also give information on a gluten-free lifestyle. We have branches around.
Misconceptions of what the condition is actually led to the establishment of the Irish Celiac Society to promote awareness of the condition. There are 2 reasons put forward for the amount of people being newly diagnosed in the country. This has been put down to the amount of processed food in our diets, plus the decline in traditional food production methods.
If you try to make bread with gluten-free flour, it's an entirely different product from making bread with a gluten-containing flour. It won't bind in the same way, it won't look the same, and it certainly won't taste the same. And that's, I suppose, a huge problem anybody manufacturing these things is going to be faced with. So there's lots of different additives that can be used.
Specialist gluten-free bakeries have been set up in response to this, and one of the first of these was in Supervalue in Clonakilty.
That the product that we produce, that we can stand over, or we'll eat ourselves, or we'll give to our family, that's good enough for us. And I think that's probably not a motto, but that's exactly what we do. And if you look at the plan that you looked at earlier, you see the bakery, that's and you see increase in gluten-free products. Like, we will increase gluten-free products because there's more people looking for different bits and pieces. So I'll give you an example. There's people looking for pastry, and there's people looking for gluten-free Rocky Road and apple tart. Now, we can produce that in the morning, no issue. But we won't produce it, or we will produce it, we will not put it out to consumer until such time as we're happy with it. So we have chocolate gone in there on 3 different occasions, and we're not happy because the chocolate that the celiac gets should be every bit as good as the normal chocolate, if you know what I'm saying to you, and obviously be gluten free. So like we take our time, we listen to what we're being told, and then when we execute it, we know that it's going to be a product that you can put the Scally name to it, and we can stand over it. And as I say, I eat myself.
It is a problem inside in a small kitchen to guarantee that the area is free from gluten. Obviously you can do things, and all of our students will be trained in allergen awareness in all of the allergens, including gluten. But really, realistically, there is a limit.
First out there, which we were the first supermarket in Ireland to have an in-store fully certified gluten-free bakery and kitchen. So yes, there's a cost. Yes, it might be prohibitive to some retailers, but it probably didn't enter the conversation here.
Changing times, led by customer demand, has seen more and more products become available for celiac.
Is join the Celiac Society. They are amazing. They will look after you. You can ring them with any sort of question or even email them. Second of all, I will say it's almost like just a direct basis. Put out next to the convenience foods, and you can eat very well, you can eat very healthily, and you can eat cost efficiently. It's where the cost is in a lot of the processed foods that are out there now for gluten free, and they have so many additives and so many things in them, and that's what is scary. I did an experiment here last year with a certain type of wrap that was brought out, and it was opened at the start of June, and I brought it in here in the September. They were opened now and had been just resealed. We brought the wraps back in again in December before we finished up, and they were still perfect. But there was also 20-something ingredients.
Being newly diagnosed is not the daunting prospect it once was for people. More information is readily available about the condition and help is at hand.